in the bank. Ooh, girl, get your bag. Popping bottles on the mat. She got plans, 100 bands. Hey. Yes, yes, yes. Baby, I'm impressed. You the best. That's facts, nothing less. Now hop in this car, roll up the rod, head for the clouds. Baby, shoot for the stars, yeah. Drip, drip, no faucet. Dead ass, no coffin. Whip, got the potion. I'm backstroking in your ocean. Love how she drip on the pole. Now go ahead, strip out your clothes. Perkins got her rolling. I'm high as fuck, but still rolling. I'm a co-stunner. Yeah. No Steve Austin. She a baddie from Texas. Yeah. To Houston. I'm a pimp. Bun B. That's true. Underground king. Skirt, half dress. Swerving. You got all these niggas breaking the bank. Ooh, girl, get your bag. Popping bottles on the mat. She got plans, 100 bands. Break the bank. Get yours. Break the bank. Get yours. Break the bank. Get yours. She got plans, 100 bands. I just wanna see you flash, dripping your style. I love the finesse. I hear you calling, babe. Don't trip. I be on the way. On every color in that Birkin. Gotta let niggas know you worth it. Throw that ass back like you surfing. Bust it wide open now, leave a nigga thirsty. You belong with a nigga like me. Yeah. Throw a bag at a feed. Take it to the tropics where the scenes don't flee. Yeah. I'm a co-stunner. Yeah. No Steve Austin. Shit. She a baddie from New York. Yeah. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shit. See, I'm a pimp. Bun B. That's true. Underground king. Skirt. Half dress. You got all these niggas breaking the bank. Ooh, girl, get your bag. Popping bottles on the mat. She got plans, 100 bands. Break the bank. Get yours. Break the bank. Get yours. Break the bank. Get yours. She got plans, 100 bands.
This your boy Gangsterville, and one thing you gonna do is you gonna remember Enigma September, Enigma Sept Hour up in this thing, baby, hotter than the hottest of chicken wings. This your boy Gangsterville checking it in with the Enigma Sept Hour.
Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast or something of that sort. Anyway, yo, what you just heard, my man B Morgan with Bank, and I appreciate my boy B Morgan continue to feeding me with such entertaining songs. It's appreciated. What up? What's up? Did I do that right? It's been 30 years since Martin's been on TV or debuted on TV, rather. But what's up? That's my man Duck, aka Joy Hustle, Mo Mackey, aka I'm not gonna say the rest. I'm not gonna be petty at all. Not at all. Nah, that's the bro. This is episode 139. Am I right? 139. We almost at 140. Almost at 140 before I get out of the 4-0 into the 4-1. Speaking of getting out, or the 4-0, speaking of the 4-0, big shout out to my bro JC for crossing that line. Now, not to get it twisted, because I know these cancers can be kind of sensitive. I'm joking, sort of. Cancers can be sensitive. These Leos can be egotistical. So let it be known that one of the main reasons I did the network episode was in celebration of my man Dermo's 40th birthday. So Dermo, don't think I just went and did a whole lovey-dovey post for JC and wasn't gonna do it big for you, my bro. Both of y'all my bros. But yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, Dermo may see, hey man, happy birthday, JC. Maybe be my best friend for the past 5 years. And Dermo probably looking like, man, I turned 40. I ain't get no posts, ain't get no pictures, ain't get no photography pictures. What's good, son? This nigga. Nah, but I did a whole podcast episode for you, Dermo, for your 40th. Salute. Anyway. No matter. Y'all ain't do nothing for my 40th. How about that, huh? It was just me, Mackenzie, and Felicia because of COVID. No, not jokingly, man. Y'all make sure to take care of yourselves when it comes down to, but take care of yourself, protect yourselves when it comes down to this disease, I guess. If you can get vaccinated, do so. If you don't, sure, you have all of the God-given rights to not get vaccinated, I guess. But hey, you know, if you're cold-hearted like that, cold-blooded, you know, I don't care if people die around me. I'm smarter than everyone. I bet. You guys don't know what's in there. I don't know what makes a safety belt, but I put it on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna click this real quick, you know. Not to save me. I may still die, but you know, I don't want to become a projectile and kill some innocent kid in the car in front of me because some dude hit me in the back. Hey, yo, go through the windshield and my 300-pound body lands on some kid because I didn't put on the safety belt. Unless you just want to be cold-hearted, whatever. Don't get the vaccine. I wish I cared more, but I don't. Y'all. Yes, I live in Florida. I'm not gonna make this a political podcast. I live in Florida. What's amazing, I'm still amazed. I know I'm getting older, but it's just I'm only 2 years younger. I went to high school. I was in high school at the same time that our current governor was in high school. Like, I was in 10th, he was in 12th, like at the same time. And yet, maybe it's the IB. I don't know. IB didn't do anything for me. Y'all see it? I'm in my kitchen doing a podcast. Hey, IB. He is being really cynical today. This is really biting commentary. Getting that vaccine, people, getting at the governor of Florida, and now he's tearing down the International Baccalaureate program. What do they do to you? No, I'm joking. The IB was a great experience. Shouts out to my former IB students. Great experience. Speaking of former, I'm being random. There's a lot to talk about. I'm being random. Y'all know how I do this. Yo, man, shout out to my Patty Foot soldiers. I drove by Friday and they had to take down my building first. Was it building B? Building B was out of here. My man Richard Black. What's up, boy? Lincoln, legend. Yo, what up, my boy? That's what I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Goddamn. Man, Richard was fast back in the day, boy. It was fast. I'm trying to, boy, did we ever race? I don't know. I probably lost. I'm pretty sure whenever we race, I probably lost. Like, yo, don't get it twisted. Like, don't. I'm a big boy now. I was a big boy then, but I was fast. I could run. Don't get it twisted, but I don't think I would beat Richard. I hope I gave you a run for your money at least, bro. We had to be like, what, 12? What, the NYSP? Hope I gave you a run for your money at least. I don't think I ever beat you, but I hope I give you a run for your money. You, Edward Baker, who else was fast? Victor Davis. It was some fast boys back then. My man Jabari Lamb, all them boys. All right, cool. Hey, you said I definitely did. Let me get my Nori on. He said you definitely did. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, NYSP. I know that. Y'all don't care. I just now I'm getting now I'm having nostalgia. Yo, that what was that? 12? What was 12? It was 93. The 12-year-old group, man. Y'all don't even know. Anyway, don't get it twisted. Just because I'm fat, I can move, or I used to be able to move. Anyway, my boy, I appreciate that. Let's get into some hip hop. Can we get into some hip hop? How about let's do that. We're gonna get into some hip hop, man. I'm gonna go ahead and knock the local stuff out first. If you guys will, if you haven't already, make sure to holler at my boy on Bravo. He's dropped his album Baker Miller Pink, and it sounds exactly how I said. Baker, like I said, Edward Baker. Like baker of a cake. Miller, like Miller time. And what the hell was that? And pink, like my baby Mackenzie's favorite color. Baker Miller Pink. Y'all make sure to check that out. You can stream it. You also holler on Bravo, aka Cody Shelley, and get like a special deal where he like sends you pictures of himself in the bathroom. That's his album cover. Anyway, he's not gonna do that unless you ask. But holler at my boy in that regard, and also not just him, but this week, my man Big Low. Man, Big Low dropped the Beatrice Porter. Beatrix. I don't know nobody named Beatrice or Beatrice. The hell? This is 1817. What in the world? Beatrice. Bia was the lady that played Dorothy in the Golden Girls. Anyway, Beatrice Porter. The ode to Beatrice Porter. Is available now. If you go to, I believe right now, this weekend, if you go over to Bandcamp, look up Big Low Hip Hop, you can download it. He get 100% of what you purchase of the project. But 1817, bro. She wrote poems with Emily Dickinson. Like what the out thou farth away from me. What? Anyway, Big Low Hip Hop. You can download that album, man. Ashton, what's up, my boy? You can download that project. Matter of fact, please do. That's my bro. He actually performed in, I think, Alabama this week, and then like that's it. He's going back into hibernation and building the greatest garden this side of the Mississippi because you fools won't wear masks. He doesn't want to go and get the Delta and bring it back to his sweet child. Hey, Symphony. I know you're not looking at Uncle E right now because I've already cursed in this project, and I wouldn't want a 6-year-old to be looking at me right now. But man, and also too, my boy said he's not bringing back. I think I already mentioned this. He's not bringing back. What's the cup of tea? Elle coffee, man. I hate it. But man, gotta do what he gotta do, and he has a beautiful garden. More so, he has a beautiful family. Shouts out to Shira and Symphony, and yeah, man. So Big Low, we love you, bro. Do what you gotta do. Hey, Angie. Oh, just let y'all know because I know I'm going live on Facebook. No, I'm not gonna bring up the and or joints doing my podcast. It's cute. I like it. I got one more. Shouts out to my man Todrick. He hit me up with the latest one. Which what was it? Jetsons? No, Monsters versus Addams Family. So, of course, those in podcast land. If you don't follow me on Facebook, and most of you probably don't, lately I just been doing these comparisons of just really just random stuff, but it's just been really interesting. Some stuff felt flat. I admit the Flying Nun versus Bewitched, that fell flat. I was really just interested in anybody who remembered the Flying Nun. Like, I only remember Sally Field from Old White Man in a Girl Suit. What was that? Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. So, if you remember Mrs. Doubtfire, the mother of Mrs. Doubtfire, she was the Flying Nun. Don't ask me why I know this. Actually, you can. It's YouTube. Just a snitch. Because Felicia, my wife, oh, Lord, speaking of my wife, my ring isn't on my finger. Why is it funny? Because it fell off my finger like right before I went live. And I forgot because I was trying to get prepared. And I just remembered, like, oh, snap. Anyway, the legal document is still signed, so whatever. Yeah, so Felicia can attest that lately, like I get in these I binge watch YouTube like series as much as she binge watch like entire TV series. And lately I've been watching this series where it shows the starting lineup for like whatever year. And so like just the fall of 89. And they'll show like what was coming out, what was the starting TV show lineup for that year. So it was like Wednesdays, Unsolved Mysteries. I'm like, hated that. But then it'd be like Fridays on ABC, you would watch Full House, Perfect Strangers. And I'm like, oh yeah, we would watch Full House on Fridays. So it's nostalgia, whatever. Or even matter of fact, no, it's more than nostalgia because I tried to explain this to Fee, but she knows I'm a nerd and she just kind of brushes me off respectfully. But yeah, but like what's interesting is you'll see these old shows and be like, I didn't know that show came on at the same time. So if you saw when I posted Airwolf and Blue Thunder, like I didn't know what the hell was Blue Thunder. I don't remembering that show at all. But apparently it was on at the same time as Airwolf, and they were very similar. I definitely remember Airwolf. So I was just like, so I knew most people would say Airwolf, but I was really interested in anybody who would remember Blue Thunder. You know what I mean? Which had Bubba Smith. Well, Bubba Smith did a lot. Who and why do I know Bubba Smith? Is it Police Academy? Y'all tripping right now, right? Y'all like Bubba Smith. Yeah, the big black dude. Like, did he play ball? Am I tripping? Because it was like him and Dick Buckets did a lot of shows together in the 80s, in the early 80s. And I didn't remember because I was like 3. But looking at these videos, I'm like, they were really getting around on this series, trying to catch one. The hell? Thank you, Police Academy. Okay. Make sure I wasn't tripping. Well, apparently, Bubba Smith from Police Academy and Dick Buckets of Chicago Bears fame, they were like doing like 3-4 TV shows in the early and mid 80s. Shouts out whoever agent they had because they was trying to get it in. Blue Thunder. Man, who the hell? I ain't never. I don't know, Daddy. If you watching, did we ever watch Blue Thunder? Was I sitting there playing with Legos? I never had Legos. What was I playing with? Not Play-Doh. I ain't had much. Roaches? Was I playing with roaches? Yo, was I playing with roaches? Playing and watching Blue Thunder? And just totally engaged with the roaches and not. Let me move on. My mom and daddy gonna kill me. Oh, let me see. Speaking of people just inappropriate, can we please start talking about Whack 100? That's it. Like, just get the man out. He a whole troll. Get this man out of hip hop. Now we're finna start into the hip hop, man. Get Whack 100 up out of here. What else? Am I gonna talk about the Nas project? The Nas. No, I'm not talking about that right now. Oops. No, before. Yo, you good? Moose, what's up, my boy? Moose, you good? That's my dog, Moose, man. Shouts out my man Moose out there in Louisiana. Y'all don't fire James, man. Don't let them fire James just yet. I still got a little hope for James, man. Don't let the Saints fire James just. I don't, Moose. I know you got the inside track. Don't let them fire James, man. Anyway, hip hop. Not even hip hop yet. How about that? Aaliyah. Aaliyah's coming back. Aaliyah's coming back. I'm tired of watching these ashy looking YouTube videos of four-page letter. She finally, yo, so, Moose, you gotta talk to him. But yeah, Aaliyah will be her catalog under Blackground will finally be released to streaming apps. This also will include a project I really been looking for. I ain't gonna front with Tim's Bio by Timberland. Hey, y'all forgot about that. Was that the one that had Big Up? We gonna show. I can't sing the song because YouTube gonna try to get me. Anyway, so Tim's Bio, all the Aaliyah joints before I guess or after A's Ain't Nothing But a. That's why you broke, nigga. Anyway, A's Ain't Nothing But a Number. What else? Some other Tony Braxton apparently had an album under this record label. I don't know. The record label was ran by Barry Hankerson, which is or was, however you want to look at it, Aaliyah's uncle. And that's what I'm saying. Welcome to Our World. I think that will be streaming as well. Welcome to Our World. I think that was under Blackground. So anything under Blackground that you can't find streaming, apparently the next month or so will be available. And it's thanks to Barry Hankerson striking a deal with Empire, I guess, to get that money. Now, don't get it twisted. As much as we as fans want to celebrate the release of this music that we've been asking for at least 10 years since streaming has really been popping off, the family, in particular, Aaliyah's brother and her mom, aren't necessarily happy about this because I guess they've been trying to get whatever recouping that they can get from Aaliyah's art for her estate. And apparently it may be or may not be everything hunky-dory. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like, Leah's uncle he's been suspect for a minute. I mean, the whole idea, he was her manager during the whole R. Kelly fiasco. So to, hold back on her music for whatever reason, then release it and not necessarily have the blessing of her family and just everything just dealing with. And then apparently there was a story that was out about the crash, and they said, I want to make a joke, but I'm not gonna do that. I already mentioned R. Kelly. But apparently someone had to slip Aaliyah a Mickey to put her on the plane because she didn't want to be on the plane. And this is not without I guess not irony, but coincidence that we're coming up on the 20th anniversary of said crash, unfortunately. But yeah, but apparently there was some information that someone slipped her a Mickey because she wasn't trying to get on the plane because it was overloaded. She knew it was overloaded, and they essentially forced her on the plane. And here we are 20 years later, if we're fortunate. So yeah, just controversy continues, unfortunately, for baby girl, and we can only continue to hope and pray that her soul rest in peace, and that at least she's happy in the afterlife. And yeah, man, George's music. But I'm definitely tired of watching ashy video of 4-page letter. I'm tired. That it looks rough now, which is crazy because I posted a picture, getting more personal. I posted a picture of my aunt Robbie for her birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Robbie. And it was a picture from 2011. I swear that picture was like dumb clear when I took that picture. Did I have a BlackBerry? I'm pretty sure I had a BlackBerry back then. Anyway, that picture looked ashy. Looks horribly ashy. What? Bro, they ain't more pixelated than Master P Ghetto D album cover. The album cover looked like a Nintendo cartridge. It looked more pixelated than that. What the world? It was 2011. That wasn't that far back. Why do it look ashy? Ashy pictures, man. Anyway, shout out to Aaliyah, man. What we got? Ooh, I may say that. I'm gonna piss y'all off. How much time we got? Not much time. It's already 27 minutes. I've been talking about nothing. Okay, let's run through this. So the Lox totally destroyed Dipset during last week's verses. Shouts out to the Lox. Okay, I'm joking. No, don't do that. The Lox did not totally destroy Dipset. Dipset held their own. I ain't gonna front. Shouts out to my cousin Daniel from Detroit, because I was teasing him because the Lox did come out strong. They came out 2-0. And I was teasing my cousin. Man, Black said he had to raise a phone. What you said, the flip in 2011? I think I had the BlackBerry. I'm pretty sure in 2011 I was in somebody BBM like, yo, what's goody? Anyway, yo, but don't get twisted, man. Dipset brought some heat. I know everybody just make it seem like it was a total wash. I don't think it was a total wash. Dipset held their own, but I do think that the Lox really showed what it meant to be real performers, man. But I will say this though, and I harken back to, I said the word harken. Did I even use it right? I harken back to the discussion about Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, right? And not to get twisted, because Dipset aren't just, strictly off the street, but Dipset pretty much was, especially with Cam, kind of had to find a way. Cam got found. Well, Cam came up with Mace and Big L and somebody else. I apologize to that man. I think he passed away too. Anyway, with Children of the Corn, and then Mace got signed to Puffy. Cam kind of hung around. Biggie found him, signed him to Unentertainment. Then he died. Cam dropped Confession of Fire, dropped the SDE. and then got with Dipset, the Rockefeller, whatever. We know the rest. But the thing is, with the Lox, who was signed to Bad Boy, I think why you saw so much of a difference is probably just because of that little bit of difference, age difference. That the Lox may be maybe a 3-4 year difference. I don't think they that much older than Dipset. But I think the fact that they came under Puffy, and Puffy being such an industry person, especially by the time Lox signed, I mean, Puffy put together Jodeci essentially. Even though shouts out to I can't be forgetting Legend's name. I know it's late, my boy. Andre Harrell. Get Andre Harrell's flowers. I'm tripping. But Puffy pretty much put Jodeci together. So Puffy knew how to put acts together and how to go out, perform, all this other stuff. So anyway, the Lox were groomed to really just know how to perform, versus Dipset were just a collection of dudes that was out here trying to hustle, trying to get it. And I think that's what the result, what you saw. Then also too, of course, Dipset had been beefing with each other for the past 20 years. You really never heard that with the Lox per se. And plus, and give Joel his props. Man just came out the pen. He just got out not even months ago. And he kind of held his own. So there's a lot of advantages. Then also too, Swiss runs the verses. That's Rough Riders. That's the Lox. They had someone of an advantage. And then Jada had already been on the verses before, so he knew what to expect. It was just it was a lot of things that kind of swayed it towards the Lox that I think a lot of people probably didn't think, including myself, because I think what Dipset, they always just leaned on a swag. And I think they thought they could have leaned on a swag, and that didn't work. And because that didn't work, that's what the result we got. So, yeah, kids, don't lean on your swag. Practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's all I got. Anyway, speaking of practice, and we'll keep it moving. I got some controversy next hour. Next 30 minutes. I already went over my time, so whatever. What we got? Nas. I'm being nasty. Just snorting. Nas dropped this project, King's Disease 2, to follow up to the Grammy-winning project King's Disease, aka Gout, aka do I have to cut my foot off? AKA, is this gout or diabetes? Doctor? Anyway, but and it's pretty much universal that the project is dope. Everyone is liking it. Everyone's feeling it, which is a rarity when it comes down to sequels, especially this song. It's only been a year. He hooked up with Hit Boy yet again, and they delivered yet again within a year of each other, which is wild, even for Nas. Of course, the two grand things for me is that two of my top 6 who were on the project, you had Eminem and Lauryn Hill, both featured. Eminem was on the EPMD 2, which also featured MPMD, and Lauryn Hill was, I forgot the name of the song. What was the name of the song? I remember MPMD. You remember the white boy. You remember what the white boy was on, but you don't remember what the sister was on. You ain't a real black man. I think y'all like, this boy really cracking himself up. I'm all alone. Nobody. I'm nobody. I can remember that. I'm nobody. Man, project was dope. They was dope. Let me say this. I'm a fan. I've just said that. Lauryn Hill was in my top 5 up until like 3 years ago. Eminem's still in my top 5, whatever. All right. But I'm a logical fan. This is my favorites. Not the GOATs. Just my favorites. So who influenced me is people that I like, whatever. I guess to address the stuff I heard about Lauren, like, just to get out of the way, let you know, I am biased, but I'm open-minded. That was Lauren. That was all Lauren. This idea of thinking someone ghost written. Like, did y'all not hear Fuji La? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, did you not hear the whole score? What? And I get the idea of questioning her pen because of the guys not getting credit on the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That ain't got nothing to do with her raps. Maybe some melodies in a song are 3 or 4, John Legend, but her raps, bro, her raps. Y'all questioning her pen with her raps. Well, we 35 minutes in. Fuck out of here. What's wrong with you? It's Lauryn Hill. Miss Lauryn Hill to you, sucker. Yeah. And then, of course, you're going to get the Eminem hate. Man, I don't know who's more insufferable. I don't if it's the Eminem stands or the people that just want to automatically hate Eminem because he's Eminem. Like, you put both these people on a Titanic and just find an iceberg real quick. That would be great. And just have people that say, he delivered or he didn't, or you know what, I'm going to really listen and see what he did. And if he didn't do it, he didn't do it. Thank you, Moose. Because that's what I was about to get into. Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't Nas. Just listen to Fuji La. It wasn't Nas like. And granted, I'll put this. I say this. Back to the Lauryn Hill thing. Moose. I just saw Moose comment about Lauryn Hill. Even if it was ghost written, it really wouldn't matter because she's already proven herself. Like, who cares? But no, there's nothing about that verse that made me think, did Lauren really? Lauren can do that. She can. It's not out there. But anyway, I'm the guy who questioned Nicki Minaj's pen, so I'm starting to question myself about questioning Nicki Minaj's pen. I ain't gonna front. If Nicki Minaj's pen isn't questionable, yeah, she might be it. She might be it, but Safari. Anyway, back to Eminem. And I heard people, he just putting words together. It's just a word soup. No, it wasn't. I'm not even one to go and like read lyrics. I like just take them from what I hear. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, he's spitting. But I actually went back, listen to the lyrics to make sure I wasn't just listening to a word soup. It wasn't a word soup. And then it was people that was like, well, he ain't staying on top of what everybody else was talking about. They talking about black empowerment and blah, blah. He was talking about ghetto stuff. He was talking about coming, like the first 2 bars, he's talking about like the struggle. He was talking about, yo, when you get, what he said, something about getting the shells, all they give you a struggle and basically saying they put you in a tight spot, they put you in the hood, and they give you guns, and then you wonder why you got shells like tacos, whatever. Just say you too stupid to like listen to Eminem lyrics or any like lyrical dude, man. Just say that. I'm tired of y'all. Like for real. I'm tired of y'all. Just if you want to go back and listen to Lil Yachty, just go listen to Lil Yachty, my boy. But don't come on this side and be like, I don't see the spears. I don't see the cubes. No, nigga, all you see is lines. We see it. We know this. All you see is lines. We know you can't see in 3D. It's cool. It's cool. Just stay in 1D land. Just lines and dots. That's all you need to see. Don't come over here with the spears and the cubes and the cones. This not made for you. It's not made for you. Stop it. Shut your mouth. What's up? Happy birthday, Nate. Nate Watts. I made Nate Watts God. Anyway, that's my claim to fame. I'm gonna say, bro, somebody told me that about Omega Crimson once. I was like, oh, you ain't, bro. Shouts out Mega Crimson, aka Joshua. If you go through the Enigma Sept Hour, you see the episode featuring Joshua. That's Omega Crimson, formerly of Cap 6. Exactly, bro. Exactly. They just they don't want their head to hurt. So they just be like, oh, that's wet. You have different tastes, but if you just don't want your head hurting, bro, just say that. Clearly, you ain't listening. Anyway, I've ran over my time for the first hour. I promise you, I'm gonna piss y'all off in the second hour. I mean, in the second half. I'm not gonna take a whole hour. Second half, I'm gonna piss y'all off, but I gotta go to these next songs, man. We gotta keep it moving. Pat gonna hate me because the editing is gonna be trash. Yo, shout out to my boy. I should have played this thing about 3-4 months ago. I apologize, my boy. I apologize. We're gonna play a little snippet of this. Podcast listeners, you're gonna get the whole thing. This is my man, Mr. Narly, with Snake. That's not the name. Rattler Nation. Anyway, my man, Mr. Narly with Skate or Die. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Grind, yeah. OG told me hustle hard and you gon' shine, yeah. It's the only way to get it, skate or die, yeah. Push the limit, go and get it, do or die, yeah. Hey, big tripper on the grind, yeah. He told me hustle hard and boy, you're gonna shine, yeah. It's the only way to get it, skate or die, yeah. Push the limit, go and get it, do or die, yeah. Get flip, 50-50, do my dance in it, bitch. Hit the gang on the phone, tell them pull up to the court. We bout to shred to the bar, get the footage on the phone. Homie, kill the verb, reppy steady spazzing on the board. Ghost white wheels feel like Casper on the low. He gon' hit a mayor walk, switch it to a Bayer roll. Hopped off that big ramp, hard flipping in it, whoa. Homie going super hard, coulda swore he was a pro. Hey, big tripper on the grind, yeah. OG told me hustle hard and you gon' shine, yeah. It's the only way to get it, skate or die, yeah. Push the limit, go and get it, do or die, yeah. Hey, big tripper on the grind, yeah. He told me hustle hard and boy, you're gonna shine, yeah. It's the only way to get it, skate or die, yeah. Push the limit, go and get it, do or die.
Yeah. Yo. My bad. Oh, messed my mic up. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was my man, Mr. Narly, with Skate or Die. And I think he was just out here skating with his wife for her birthday. If I'm wrong, bro, so I apologize. I'm not stalking you guys. It just Facebook shows you these things. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Narly, Skate or Die, coming straight out of Central Florida, man. Shouts out to my boy. Yeah, let's get into it, man. Actually, two things. Two things. Oh, Lord, have mercy. No, not that one. I'm gonna say it. No one cares, E. No one listens to your podcast. Just say the controversial thing. You're not going to go viral because no one listens to you. Just say it. Okay. I'm going to say this. DaBaby. So you talking about DaBaby. Oh, I'm talking about this again. DaBaby was not attempting to be homophobic. Not only that, I think DaBaby was actually trying to be inclusive to the gay community. E. I know. And I know you like, Yo, E, you tripping. If you've turned off the podcast by now, I don't blame you because I know what I'm saying would totally screw up your brain because of what we've been told. However, I had to sit back and really think about this thing. And these are just my thoughts. I have seen no one, and I mean no one say this. So this isn't me being in some kind of wormhole in Facebook or Reddit. And I'm like with a whole bunch of homophobic incels trying to defend the baby so we can come out and make the message for the baby. No, I don't even like the baby like that. Yeah, all right, but not to the point that make me look like I'm not an ally for gay people. But I had to think about it, and I was like, wait, what is going on? Like, what's happening? Granted, we all know that the baby is getting a big backlash because of comments he made during the Rolling Loud concert in Miami. Now I think 3 weeks ago. It seems like a long time now, and when news moves so fast. And so, of course, if you watch two episodes ago, I think even last episode, rather, I know me and Jayla, shouts out to Jayla Young. I know we spoke on it a little bit, and I think I came back around during the CO episode and spoke on it. But I think I had a little change of heart. Now, I will say this: DaBaby was being provocative. All right, he was trying to be provocative. This is absolute. He was trying to be provocative. I was thinking, it kept running in my head was the what is it, the little skater ice skating movie that Kanye and Jay-Z sampled on Watch the Throne. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't matter. It's provocative. It gets the people going. Like, that's exactly what all of this is. It's just DaBaby was trying to be provocative. He was at Rolling Loud, a bunch of acts. T-Pain came out for like the first time like a year and a half in legendary status, and DaBaby was really trying to say something to really get the crowd. And if you're a rapper or a performer, period, it's always trying to do something to rile the crowd up. Because especially if they heard your music 1,001 times, it's like, yo, what can I do? Or what can I say to get the people riled up? So DaBaby came out and said what he said. But I don't think his intent, I think that's important, his intent was not to shoot down gay people. Now, I get it. I get the idea of his comments it's not what he intended, but what the listeners got from it. I get that. But it's almost kind of like people have been going after DaBaby because of what they think he intended to do. And my belief now is that I don't think he intended to come after gay people. I think his intent throughout all of those statements, I think the basis of those statements were to say, if you are out here taking care of yourself and not doing wild shit, put your phone in the air. Turn the light on your phone in the air. And when you break it down individually, that's the problem. A lot of people have been taking his first statement and his last statement, and they've been putting it together. And if you put his first statement and his last statement together, yeah, that sounds horrible, especially if you grew up in the 80s and you remember the AIDS epidemic and you remember how it was looked at as a gay disease and people ignored it, and Reagan administration, all that other stuff. I get that. And if you put those two together, yeah. But if you kind of separate them and look at them individually, the first thing was, I think he was just rambling, was just like, yo, because he just didn't say if you got HIV or AIDS. He said if you got HIV, AIDS, or some other, what is that? I don't think he said venereal or some other disease. they're gonna have you dead out of here in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But I think again, it was more so like, yo, what he was saying was, fellas, if you out here fucking on anything, they're gonna have your dick fall off in a week. This ain't for you. This is for those that taking care of themselves, protecting themselves. But I think that line was for heterosexual dudes. This is my speculation. I don't know. Then he came back around, and of course, I can't front. This was misogynistic or sexist or whatever. But again, he was trying to be provocative. He came back around and said, ladies, if your pussy tastes like water. Like, granted, he ain't the first. Unfortunately, probably with the last person to say that. But hell, you got plenty of people, women, who go around and say, I got that Aquafina. Wet your whole bed up. Anyway, again, I think he was alluding to the idea of, ladies, if you're taking care of yourself, then your pussy won't have whatever. Now, granted, he wasn't trying to. Well, some women can't help that in pH balance. I'm pretty sure Dr. DaBaby was not trying to be Dr. Oz up there trying to explain it. He was being provocative. So we're not going to get that deep into it. But I think what he was saying was, yo, ladies, if you're taking care of yourself, put the phone in there. Then, I think, I thought I'm going to make y'all mad. With the last one, which is what people tied into the first one. He was saying, yo, if you're not out here, fellas, you're not here sucking dick in the parking lot. Now, it seems like it is clear that he's being homophobic. But I say, just take a minute. Just walk with me. Just walk with me. He didn't stop and say, hey, fellas, you're not sucking dick. He intentionally said, fellas, you're not sucking dick in the parking lot. Again, you can suck dick, fellas, just not in the parking lot of a big ass rap festival. That's nasty. Take care of yourself. Suck dick in private, fellas. If that's your thing. I'm an idiot. I know. I'm an idiot. I know. But all I'm saying is that maybe. And honestly, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, E, you're wilding. You're trying to be a contrarian. You're just trying to go against the norm because everyone's going this way. You want to be the fish that floats down the other side of the river against the stream. I get it. But then, I thought about it. And I was like, no, not thought about it. I went on IG and for whatever reason, I don't know if I looked for it or whatever. But there was a response on IG, like almost immediately after the concert and everything blew off, where DaBaby came off and was just like, yo, I ain't got no problem with my gay fans. You know what I'm saying? I don't think my gay fans out here got AIDS and that wasn't what I was trying to say. Yeah, I'm definitely being provocative. It gets the people going. But just roll with me. So he was already, before the whole thing on front, the apology written out, it did look fake and contrived, but that's what you do when money's on the line. What you expect? Get your PR person. But being that he came off and was just like, yo, I ain't dissing my gay fans. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can catch AIDS, whatever. Yeah, it made me think even more so that he wasn't going after gay people. He was not going after gay people. Especially with that first statement. Especially, don't do the Lil Nas X. Will, chill out. I like Lil Nas X. Don't. Even the new joint. So again, if y'all want to come off and thinking, don't take me defending DaBaby as thinking that, no, Lil Nas X can do what he wanted to do. He can do all the gay shit. I don't care. The music dope, do all the gay shit. But I don't think DaBaby, that his intention was to be homophobic. Now if you want to say, well, he was being sexist, he was being misogynistic. He been misogynistic. Wow, the baby being misogynistic? No, not the baby. Not the guy saying I fucked the babysitter. Hit that guy? No, you don't say. But and not even defend him on anything else. But my point that I'm trying to make is I think that people have taken this in particular situation, they've taken it and ran with it. And I guess my point is not even to defend the baby, but to point out how some people in the media, and again, I'm not with the whole gay agenda crap. Don't come to me thinking I'm with that. Fuck T.I. and fuck Boosie Badass. I don't know. Not with this. Oh, I ain't putting gay stuff up. No, put all the gay stuff up front because representation. So don't get that twisted. Don't thinking this is that type of show. It's not. But what I am saying is I think in this situation, I think a lot of people have mistaken. But I also think that even if those people have mistaken, it's going to be hard for them to even say that they're mistaken, because when you're dealing with people that are disenfranchised, you know, like black people, like women, like the handicapped, like gay people, like kids, it's hard to come out and say when you're wrong, because we live in a society where it's so stupid that to have your God-given rights, you have to pass some kind of purity test. And you shouldn't. You should have your rights because you exist. And so on one end, you have people that want to put this high-ass wall up that people who are disenfranchised have to climb. But because of that high-ass wall, whenever there's a slip, we don't want to acknowledge that slip, because that would give the other side, that would give the ops some advantage. But sometimes you have to admit that slip. And I think in this case, with the baby, just in this situation, I think it was a slip. I think that people ran with what they thought was homophobic. They focused on the first two things, or the first and the third thing that he said in that call and response at a rap concert, and used it to make a story. And I think that they were wrong. Doesn't mean that there's a gay agenda. Doesn't mean that there's an attack on black men. I'm not in that boat. I just think at this point, people took something, thought it was one thing, and then ran with it, and they were mistaken. I don't think that was the baby's intent. I don't think that's what it was. I don't think it was a homophobic rant. I don't think he's come out here trying to attack gay people. The video he made afterwards, I think, was to point out what I'm actually saying, that they taking his words and twisting it. And that's it. Now, don't get twisted. Everything else that the baby has done, like Azalea Banks came out and said, yo, this man, she quit dealing with him when he hit a woman. Now, if you want to cancel him for that, Dua Lipa, go right ahead. But in regards to his provocative statements at Rolling Loud, y'all tripping. Well, now, what was it? Let me respond. What my cousin said. Cause man, I'm with the baby. Let that man speak his mind. All the mofos like Madonna coming out. Questlove needs old ass. Questlove needs old ass kick. You know damn well that shit he be saying wouldn't fly back in the day. Niggas capping like crazy out the baby. Like granted, I was gonna mention Madonna. I kind of get Madonna in that, like Madonna and Elton John. I really ain't mad at them because I really don't think they knew what was going on. I think a lot of people don't know. A lot of people going off what they heard and then popping off. But Madonna was in the forefront of the gay movement in the late 80s, especially when Vogue dropped. And then Elton John, of course, he gay or whatever, and everything he had to do. And then he, performed Eminem. That was controversial. But that's the thing about it with those two is they know what it means to be controversial and be provocative. I would think that they would be like, oh, well, maybe, but they old. They old. They ain't gonna get it. They staunch in what they at and they gonna run with it. Questlove on the other end, yeah. Questlove could have just shut the hell up. Cause you sitting there saying that you wouldn't invite DaBaby to Summer of Soul if you were to do a current version, but you invited him or you had him on the list, some made up list. You had him on the list despite all the misogynistic things that he said, the violent things that he's rapped about, and then the violence that he's imparted in real life. You had no issue with that, but then decide to try to jump on the train and say, oh, I wouldn't invite him now because of this. Yeah, that's cap. I'm sorry. Questlove, that was cap as hell. So I'm with Raven October with that. But but again, it go back to I really think people are overreacting or have overreacted because of that. But also too, hey, with great power comes great responsibility, and he had the power of freedom of speech, which is cool, but people are going to react to it, and that's what you got to deal with. So I just really hope people will really kind of take a step back before they zoom into whatever. So yeah, it's going to be a long episode. Probably going to play songs while I'm recording. So I'm going to get into these next two songs, man, and then I'm going to try to wrap this thing on up. What we got is my man, I told y'all, he dropped the album. On Bravo, featuring was it Villanelle? Yeah. On Bravo, featuring Villanelle with Nothing Average. And then I got my man, Tareef Knockout. I want to say we're thorough so bad. Tareef Knockout with Small Town. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Hey, I need a bad bitch or a fat bitch. Nothing average. A bitty bitty hoes get no play where I'm at, bitch. Looking for the hoe to make the gravy with the catfish. Macaroni salad, oxtails in the cabbage.
I'm pearly made with the cabbage. A real savage. Make your man spin them blue Benjis if he have it. Head game dumb, ain't never been average. Have you eaten pussy online like the past?
I wanna know if you suck dick. Well, good enough to make me beat your ass and go to jail. I need a pro, nothing average. Lots of baggage, a couple baby daddies, then she fucking like a savage.
Nigga, you delirious. This pussy serious. Can you handle all the curves and still get a look at this? I need a big frame, daddy can't type of nigga. Kind of nigga make me call his job just to get.
I put my pinky in the bud. Yeah, I wanna do it. Go to church on Sunday, then she fuck me like a slut. I got a brand new position called the Hamlet. Where art thou pussy? You know I'm finna slam.
Ooh, daddy, can you say my name? Squeeze that ass, make it last while you grip my waist. Choke me hard, fuck me slow, no time to waste. You can hit it from the back while you pull my braids.
Give me 25 hoes, give me 25 pros. Only 30 finna fuck, I'm sending 20 to the store. I got a 20 and some blow, we finna boogie with your nose. Another rookie getting chose, I hit the pussy in the ball.
Never relied on a nigga, don't reply to these niggas. Fuck him real good, he leave his wife just to hit it. Sliding down Orange in the night, caught a ticket. If she broke your heart, I bet this pussy fix it.
Grew up in a small town in our own world. Had a thing for this shawty, wish I knew her. But I only sit online on computer. I'm talking so bad, won't text her, I'ma call first. Grew up in a small town in our own world. Had a thing for this shawty, wish I knew her. But I only sit online on computer. I'm talking so bad, caught this sick, now I'm off work. Grew up in a small town, used to stay off Wanish Way. Worked in the mall, the food court at Chick-fil-A. Even called out my name as you handed me my tray. I looked you in your eyes and still had nothing to say. The embarrassment was written all over faces. I about face face and walk the other way. And to be quite honest, I can't shake it to the day. Add you to the long list of regrets in my life. Not to make matters worse, you a mother and a bride. Ask me if I'm okay, I just lie and say I'm fine. There's no queen, there's no UNITY. Pretty girls rarely like nice guys. They in the pizza nights and some cheap red wine. Them South Florida beaches, you can see sunrise. I'm chasing limelight, more rhymes, tour lines. If things don't work out next life, I won't think twice. Grew up in a small town, and had a thing for this shawty was shot.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. This is the boy Enigma September. What you just heard was Nothing Average on Bravo featuring Villian. I had it in my head. Villian and on Bravo featuring Villian and Tareef Knockout with Small Town. Before I get up out of here, man, two things. Hey, billionaires. There's a lot of billionaires. You got apparently Rihanna is now a billionaire. That's right. That's why I played Tareef. Shouts out to his imaginary girlfriend who's cheating on him with ASAP Rocky. But yeah, Rihanna's not a billionaire. So now you have Jay-Z, Kanye, and Rihanna, who were all on the song Run This Town some 12 years ago, all being billionaires. So that's amazing. That's kind of make you think that maybe Benny Siegel would have been a billionaire if he wasn't in his feelings. Ooh. Anyway, speaking of billionaires or near billionaires, there also was controversy. I want to speak on this with Dr. Dre and his estranged daughter, his oldest daughter. There was a report that she is homeless, living in a rental car, and a lot of people are getting at Dr. Dre for his inaction regarding his eldest daughter's dilemma. Man, and be honest, family business is family business, my bro. I mean, for me, hell no. It's really, I really can't think of anything that would be so serious that Mackenzie Ron, I'm a whole billionaire and Mackenzie Scrut. Bro, no, not in the no. I don't care what, but that's me. And I'm not a billionaire, so there you go. But on the flip side, I'm not sure if Dre is maybe that evil of a person. D Barnes? I don't. Maybe he just don't like women. That's his ex-wife. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's a terrible situation. And if anything, I would hope if Dre himself is not going to do what he should do and take care of his child, adult or not, or at least his grandkids, that somebody else that knows him will look out. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just what he said. I forgot. Dr. Dre is like Fee's crush. What, she married my ugly ass. What she said? Nah, get off Dre. They don't know the entire story. He doesn't have to support his 38-year-old daughter. I wouldn't expect my parents to take care of me now at 35. They want to contribute, yes, but they don't have to. True. But our parents are not billionaires. It's a different level. Like, he can give her $1 million and won't even feel it. It won't even do anything. Matter of fact, he probably was giving her money prior. That's what I find crazy is that they haven't spoken in like 20 years, but he only cut her off like 18 months ago, which is like weird to me. But my thinking is it was probably the divorce and that made him look at his books, and he probably saw that money was going out, and he was probably like, "Yo, I ain't told this girl in how many years? Like, yo, cut that off. Yo, hide that. Do something with that." I think that's why she got cut off when she got cut off, was probably because of the proceedings he was going through with his wife. Because of course that's been in the news clearly for the past year or so. So it's just my assumption. I think he saw that, cut it off, and then now she's where she's at. But no matter what, like, I just, and then I think that's my thing too. If she had been receiving funds from him all this time up until just a few months ago, and I know people were like, well, she should have did something, she should have built something, whatever. Perhaps, or she could have been like, yo, my pop's been giving me this for 20 years. Why would I think anything different? I'm gonna get whatever the stipend is. He got it clearly. You know, the announcements of him being a billionaire and all this other stuff, and then get cut off, and now she got to scramble to try to figure out what's going on. I'm not sure if I'm going to really come down on her and make it seem like, you know, she's some kind of lazy bum when she was getting whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, my thing is, even with well, that's true. Fee is absolutely correct. We don't know the whole story. We can only speculate from what we know. Like I said, I can only speak for me. If I'm a billionaire, I only got one. Dre got multiple kids, and it's all different situations. He had different baby mamas, and it's not sure if he actually had a relationship with his kids because he was moving and grooving and doing this thing or whatever. So it may not be that attachment. But trust and believe, if I'm a billionaire, Mackenzie is definitely a multi-millionaire somewhere. It's just not even going to be a thing. So I can't relate. Sorry, Dre. I can't relate. I don't care if Mackenzie 50. I'm gonna be dead by the time Mackenzie 50. But hold up, let me take it back. Rewind. 70. Yeah, I can live to 100. I'd be dead by the time Mackenzie's 70. Anyway, I'm just saying, I'm older. I had Mackenzie when I was older. I'm not trying to kill myself off early. I was 36 when Mackenzie was born, so take it as you will. Anyway, what we got? We'll wrap this up. I don't know if you guys know this. It wasn't planned, but you got to improvise. And I think it was a pretty good episode. So shouts out to everyone that tuned in on the live. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. Shouts out to my baby Felicia. I said it at last instead of first. So I'm reading the comments. No, shouts out to my man Duck 13. My man Richard Black, one of the fastest cats in Tallahassee. They gonna make a whole coach out here while I'm tripping. Shout out to my man Moose, my girl Angie. Who else? Raven October, and a girl, my baby Felicia, my baby Mackenzie. Y'all see Felicia? Where's Felicia at? See Felicia right there, and Mackenzie behind my hat. Yeah. Big that everyone continues to support. Again, the podcast is available everywhere. Also, too, musicians, artists, if you want to get placement on the podcast, shoot me an email, get my DMs. We can talk about it, see what we can do. Want to be a guest on the show? Shoot DMs, email, see what we can do. And also, too, advertising. Talk to your boy. Got all kind of space, audio, video. Let's talk about it. See what we can do. Get my Donald Trump on. Oh, also too, I forgot. Speaking of Donald Trump. Speaking of Donald Trump, RIP to the legendary coach Bobby Bowden. Wasn't gonna say too much because it's kind of odd. Now, I can't act like his influence wasn't felt by me being that I am a Tallahassee native. I'm pretty sure, not pretty sure, I take that back, but I can assume that my livelihood would probably be different if Bobby Bowden didn't do what he did at Florida State. Say that because my dad was an employee at Florida State, so whatever money they generated probably could have been a difference in them employing my dad or not. And so that I appreciate. I got various family members who've attended Florida State, graduated from Florida State, as far as the university. But Bob Bowden did his thing. He definitely brought a lot of notoriety to the university, and then in turn to the city, and then in turn bring a lot of money to the city, however you want to look at it. However, I can't act like there hasn't been anything that probably won't be spoken on. His policy with having dreads, that was always a soft spot for me, even early on when he was still coaching. And later, after, way after he coached, and his endorsement of President Trump, the re-election of President Trump, and the idea that he beat COVID-19 just so he could vote for Trump. Just didn't sit with me in the right way. So feel conflicted in his legendary status, but just knowing that, he probably wasn't trying to ride for a lot of things that I stand for. So however you want to take it, he's going to get enough love. So don't worry about me. But I will be a human and say rest in peace. Hope his family find peace. And that's about it. But don't look for me to be Florida State down or out here crying, shedding a tear. Man was 91 years old. He lived a good life. He'll be all right. Anyway, cold-blooded. Anyway, we get up out of here. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.